Sure, David. Thank you. Doris, the depth of talent for these two teams, a real point of pride for both.
Well, I think both of these front offices take extraordinary pride, Kevin, in their ability to surround their star players, and you have to have stars. But the key is the guys around them. What is their fit? Do they complement the stars' greatest attributes? That is the measure of a great front office.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. For three, Westbrook, and Boston with the rebound. Hayward outside, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Tice finds Smart. Here is House. Outside Westbrook. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Westbrook's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Rockets.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Hayward dishes to Tatum. Smart against Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. For three, Hayward. Rebounded by Tucker. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The offensive rebound. The three. Rebound Boston. Hayward outside. Smart on the wing. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Brown kicks to Smart. Westbrook with the steal.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
When Russell Westbrook makes a defensive play and gets in the open floor, look out, he will finish the play.
Tatum passes to Brown. Now Hayward. Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Here's Westbrook. And that one is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. And the pass to Smart. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Tucker. The three from Harden. Rebounded by the Celtics. Smart up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Smart dishes to Hayward. Tice with the bounce pass. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
The first free throw is good. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Here's Westbrook. Dishes it to Tucker. Harden inside the three-point line, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden against Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Smart. You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And so, Smart nails both of them. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Westbrook. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Memphis.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Pass to Tucker. 6 to shoot to the left wing. Now here's Westbrook. Defended by Hayward. Harden way outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
On the wing, Brown. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Tice. Hayward outside. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Tucker. Tatum's shot is off. The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Harden the pass to Westbrook. His three-pointers off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
They now take the lead.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
Here's Westbrook. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Westbrook's got 6.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Tucker. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
This is one of Tatum's main strengths. He is a polished shooter who likes working in the mid-range.
The pass to House. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Smart kicks to Tice. Outside Tatum. Charity stripe shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Back to Smart. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You ever notice the physicality? That's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game. He just powers through the defense. Sensational shooting.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Passes it to Tatum. It's stolen by Green. Harden outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Bounce pass from Smart. Tatum against Green. Shot clock at 6. Offside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Rivers passes to Gordon. And here's Harden, guarded by Smart. Pass to Rivers. Deflects the pass. From deep three-point range. Down it goes!
Wow.
Down it
There
goes!
is answer.
Nice.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And a switch here also for Houston. McLemore is checked in. Gordon against Hayward. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green. To the middle. Here's Harden. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Outside, Smart. Kanter dishes to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Busted. No good that time either. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. So they take the lead. And now it's a three-point Rocket lead.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Pass to Canner. Will it go? Back to Wanamaker. Drills it from outside.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Sinks that one from the post. Harden's got 13.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Wanamaker. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Houston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Harden outside. Over Williams, and it's Houston with another.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Russell Westbrook in for James Harden. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Wanamaker.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Houston in the lead. Outside Westbrook. Rivers gets a wide open look. The Rockets again can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Hayward passes to Wanamaker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Boston, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
First free throw is good. Brown is checked in for Boston. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
Out to Hayward. He gets it up. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Green, Gordon out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot.
Well, you can tell Cantor uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook, and Boston with the rebound.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Brown drives in. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Russell Westbrook is an elite talent. He knows how to make tough shots. You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fire, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
For Boston, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. That free throw good from Brown.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
Now the pass to Gordon. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And the Rockets lead by 1. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Passes it to Cantor. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Ball's knocked loose. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Outside Williams. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now look at Jason Tatum. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And that one falls for Williams.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
He's perfect from the line this time. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Wanamaker. He's got 9. Outside Tatum. Back to Wanamaker. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. Swiped it away. To the inside. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by House. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. Pass to Cantor. Now a timeout called by Boston. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for Eric Gordon. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Back to Tatum. Here's the 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
One thing Jason Tatum has showed us is he can make contested shots in the NBA. Think about that guy, so young, yet so unshakable.
Here's Harden, and taken away by Brown. Here's Wanamaker. He's covered by Westbrook. The kick out to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
And Westbrook, here we go. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Cantor. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Westbrook. Outside, House. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
The pass to House from downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Gordon Hayward comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. From 11 feet away, Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 17 now.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Smart against Westbrook. The kick out to Brown. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Gordon's check in for Danuel House.
Man, let's check out some numbers here for James Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. Tops in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Got a piece of it, and Tucker kicks to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Shoots it. Wide open shot is on the money. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Smart. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Smart's got 12. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Westbrook passes to Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Smart against Westbrook. Smart dishes to Tatum. Brown kicks to Tatum. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And the first one drops. Of course, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Outside Gordon. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 3. On its way from Hayward for 2. Westbrook pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. The Rockets with the new 14. Outside Westbrook. Buries the 20-footer. Westbrook's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Tatum passes to Smart. Back to Tatum. Brown kicks to Tatum. Shoots over Covington. Boston. No good that time either.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Smart against Westbrook. Poked loose. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Gordon, and it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis. Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 25. Passes it to Tucker. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hayward passes to Smart. Brown outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Oh, I had a chance to check out the numbers for Marcus Smart. Last season's performance for him averaged about 9 points a game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Hayward outside. Misses the 3.
And after nailing a 3-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Al Gordon. Pass to Harden. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Enes Kanter. A very nice season for him last year. 14th in rebounding. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Outside Gordon. Pass to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. There's the pass to Tucker. He kicks to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The Celtics with the lead. Passes to Kanter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. The 3 from Harden, and Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown the pass to Smart. Back to Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Westbrook with it. He's got 25. To stop the drought. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Smart is out there with Brown. And it's Tice in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum and Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Tatum. From deep. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like on Monday. They're off to New York to face the Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Harden, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Westbrook passes to Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
The Rockets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he makes the first.
What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
And both free throws good for Covington. Here's Smart. He's got 14. Inside. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Another miss by Houston.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Covington with the bucket.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
And it's Brown missing. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harden dishes to Westbrook. They get a hand on it. Some solid defense from Brown.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Harden finds Westbrook. Trying his luck from deep. That shot off. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Brown. They grab their own miss. Nice. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, it's all right. This is going to come out of the blue here. But if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Hayward, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Westbrook, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
And both free throws good for Westbrook. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 14. Now Westbrook, 27 points for him. Knocks it loose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
For Houston, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he can't get the first one.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Smart passes to Tatum. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 15 to the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Free throw drops for Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Covington with the steal. Here is House. Pass to Westbrook. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Covington with it. Now guarded by Smart. Stolen by Smart. And there's the pass to Brown. Back to Smart. Pass to Tatum. And no good that time. Harden with the defensive effort. Kicks it to Westbrook. Stolen by Smart. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Rockets with the ball. And here's Westbrook. He has 30. Westbrook double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Rockets now. House kicks to Covington. Westbrook dishes to Covington. Westbrook passes to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Harden.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Boston again missing.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And that one drops for him. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
Down low, here's Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Houston.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. Hayward against Gordon. Over Hayward. And it's Gordon missing. Celtics leading by 7. Poked away. Here's Smart. He can't get that one to fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And here's Gordon from outside.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
That one falls.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Harden outside, over Brown. Harden's shot is off. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Williams. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Smart. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Looking for Hayward. He gets it there. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Gordon Hayward has an interior game that is solid. He's outstanding using his height and his touch on the interior.
Back to Rivers to end the cold streak. Drains the three-pointer. Rivers has got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Smart against Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Brad Wanamaker's checked in for the Celtics. The Rockets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Ben McLemore comes in for Robert Covington. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for James Harden. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's Wanamaker. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Good on the jump shot. He's got 11. Rockets trail by 10. Right side Westbrook. Knocked away. And McLemore kicks to Gordon. Rivers looking over the floor. The pass to Westbrook. He tries for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Inside. Stolen by Rivers. There's 1:40 left in the third. Left side, Gordon. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Launches a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got 5 now.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Westbrook, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Wanamaker the pass to Tice. The dish to Brown. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 14.
Well, Jaylen Brown has a ton of upside, and he shows it with his passing ability there.
Outside Westbrook. And he makes that one. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics. They lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Rivers. McLemore is out there with Green. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's House in at the 3. Outside Westbrook. 5 on the clock. No good that time. Excellent D there from Williams.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Cantor finds Williams. Now here's Brown, guarded by McLemore. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Rockets trail by 13. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to House. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Brown outside. Passes it to Williams. He dishes it to Hayward. Over House. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, that's skill, Kevin, because you've got to stay locked in on the basket and not allow the physicality or the close defense to affect your game. Really great stuff from Hayward.
Green deciding where to go with it. Houston needs to get a shot off. Fades back. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 11 as the basket is good from Russell Westbrook.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Kicks it to Williams. Lays it up off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 13.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to House. No good on the triple. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Well, it's an area that Gordon Hayward has come a long way in. That textbook form when he sets up from range is a thing of beauty.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Some changes for Boston. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Covington's checked in. Westbrook with the bucket.
I tell you, Russell Westbrook has such deft touch. The perfect amount of spin on these floaters. That is pretty, Kev.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. And that'll be his third foul so far. Rockets on defense. Cantor kicks to Williams. No good with the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Outside Westbrook. Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. That's tipped. Here we go, all alone. Wanamaker misses. Rockets trail by 14. Now here's Rivers. Here is House. Right side, Covington. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Green. Over Tatum. Green, no luck.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Pass to House. Here is Harden. Wow, hammering it in.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Rockets trail by 14. The pass to Rivers. Covington with it. Back to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Covington. Fades and shoots. And he gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Celtics leading by 12. Smart deciding where to go with it. Smart against Harden. Three-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Boston making some changes. Hayward comes in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Brad Wanamaker. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Hayward finds Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Tipped away. Covington with the steal. To the paint. It's deflected. Passes it to Rivers. Tucker with the ball. He's against Cantor. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Here is Harden. Pass to House. 2 on the clock. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Smart passes to Cantor. Tatum against Covington. Tatum drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There is size and there is reach with Jason Tatum, and that makes him a difficult guard. He just dares the defense to foul him right there.
And that one falls for Tatum.
What's incredible to me is the first time Jason Tatum stepped between the lines as an NBA player, he had a willingness to take on the responsibility of being a go-to scorer, even in the tough moments.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. That one misses. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Pass to Covington. Dishes it to Rivers. Now the pass to Tucker. There's the three. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics leading by 10. Passes it to Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist in the game.
I think there's a strength that belies that frame of Jason Tatum. He just powers right through right there.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. From deep, Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Brown outside. The feed now to Tatum. No good that time. Rockets trail by 9. Harden outside. Now here's Tucker, defended by Tice. And Tucker kicks to Rivers. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 9. Outside, Smart. Pass to Tice. To the middle. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Russell Westbrook in for the Rockets. Houston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. From beyond the arc. Rebound Boston.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Westbrook against Smart. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Pass to Tice. Now Hayward. Here's Smart. Buries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 24.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Westbrook up top. He's covered by Brown. Hits the 3-point bomb. 10 points for Eric Gordon.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Hayward against Gordon. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match up against any offensive player.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 5. 1:46 left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marcus Smart.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Count that one.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. And Tice gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Westbrook with it. Outside Covington. And he dunks it down.
Robert Covington, calm, cool, and collected.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. Out to Hayward. Covington against Tatum. Second shot opportunity. It's good.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Now Harden. Passes to Tucker. Over Tice. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Covington. Smart on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They could win it, and he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? They may go from winners to losers just like that. And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they rule that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge